Hey guys, I want to take just a couple minutes to show you how to access some of the real popular Asian markets, Asian futures exchanges within the Market Delta desktop platform and then Market Delta Cloud. So the first thing that you could see, I've got this is Market Delta desktop. I've got a couple domes up, and so up top here is the Mini-Nikkei 225. Which this the best way to think of it is this is kind of the Asian comparison to the S&P E-mini. It really is similar in terms of margining. It's very cheap to trade. The costs are low, and it has very good liquidity, as you can see. Now we're looking at the evening session. This would be the Japanese evening session. It's morning in the US here, but you could see it's very liquid. Trades about 750,000 contracts a day on average. So it's a very thick liquid market. Each tick from here to here is about $4.30, $4.40 in today's exchange rates. So that just gives you an idea. But it's extremely liquid. It really trades, and it's a great product. The symbol's MJNK. And you can see I've got a candlestick chart over here on the left with 5 minute. I've got a 30. Here's a daily chart. You can see it's been extremely strong the last 2 months or month and a half, despite all the saber rattling from North Korea. But just showing you that. And then over here on the right, I have a footprint of that market. So you can look at footprint charts. You can look at really any chart type with these markets. I've got the easy zones, which is the real-time support and resistance that draws from the footprint. So that gives me some levels to trade off of. So these are real nice markets, real nice way to look at it. Down below is the mini topics. The best way to think of this is like kind of it's about 1,500 of the main Japanese companies, where the Nikkei 225 is about 225 of the main companies. So this one's a little broader. You can see it's fairly liquid. It's about as liquid as a NASDAQ in the US. Doesn't trade as much though. It only trades about 15,000 a day, but it certainly provides a little bit broader access to the Japanese stock market. And I have a similar chart here, a candle, as well as a imbalanced footprint here, drawing some real-time levels, support and resistance levels from the footprint chart. So this is actually the margin, I believe, is lower on this than what it is the Nikkei. You can see it trades in quarters, where this is actually 5 whole points is representative of a tick. But these are great markets to trade, especially if you're looking for some different markets that would be off hours. So for instance, these markets trade from 7 p.m. Central or Chicago time to about 1 a.m. Chicago time, and then they reopen for their, quote, the Asia night session around 2:30 a.m. Chicago time till about noon or 1 o'clock Chicago time. So they provide some off hours, very liquid markets for off hours, and they're cheap to trade, and they move, and they're liquid. So great options here. Then the other thing I want to show you the same thing on cloud. So this is Market Delta Cloud. This is our web-based platform. And on this one, you can see I've got a page set up for the Mini Nikkei 225. I've just got a candlestick chart. I've got a study down here, and I've got a dome. You can see how thick this is. Notice they display the full depth. So it's extremely thick. And you can get a feel for that as you scroll up and down. You can see it trading here. And then I have another page set up for the JMT, which is that mini topics. So here I have the JMT up top, and then I have the mini Nikkei down below. You can see, and I've done this one to show you, they obviously correlate a lot. You can almost think of the Nikkei, it's a smaller subset. It's 225 stocks versus about 1,500 for the, I'm sorry, 225 down here for the Mini-Nikkei, and the JMT is about 1500. So it's a broader swath of the Japanese market, but they are going to be highly correlated, and that might be a way you look at trading them, or at least comparing them, is looking at them together. And so this is the order book for the JMT, which is a mini TOPIX. And anyway, consider trading these. Not all FCMs offer access to them, but certainly many do. So you want to check with them on all the pricing and everything. But they're great markets to trade. It gives you exposure to Asian markets, especially with all the saber rattling, can provide a good hedge potentially for that part of the world. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. There's also other additional Japanese markets that you can trade. However, these are the two I wanted to bring focus to: the Mini-Nikkei 225 and then the mini TOPIX. All right, that's all for now. Have a great day.